Здорово! Даньків продовжує проходити Fallout Новий Вегас. Нарешті ми попадемо на стріп. Центральний і самий блатний район Нового Вегаса.
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
І чо?
Thank you, madam. You may proceed.
І що це було?
Move along.
Ну, зато не втратив 3 штуки.
Howdy, partner. You've come for a
Опять
visit,
ти?
haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas. The place to get started is Lucky 38. See that big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner? That's where you find Mr. House, New Vegas's head honcho. And he's itching to make your acquaintance. Well now, it was Mr. House that made Securitrons like me. Seems the least I can do is pass on his message. Don't dawdle. He'll be waiting.
The strip's not a bad place if you love terrible
I'd say
things.
keep
There you
moving.
go. Street.
Those last 5 shots were a bad
Money too
idea.
much. What's up?
Це ти сказав про стріп?
Gonna have words with your commanding officer after this.
Тут повно солдати НКР, воєнні і поліцейські, які слідкують за порядком.
Have half a mind to throw you all in the cell and let you sweat it off.
Ну і ну.
Hey there, friend. A bit of advice. You look like you could use some protection. Lucky for you, I got what you need. My stock and trade? All kinds of easy-to-hide weapons for slipping into and out of casinos. They won't give you a second glance. Things guards can't spot when they're patting you down or checking for eye in the trigger. Simple. You can't bring guns into the casino, that's why. They'll strip you to your fists. Sure, they say you get it all back when you leave. Me? I don't like being without a little insurance when it's my caps on the table. Take a look at these beauties.
Секретне оружие, яке можна пронести. Пістолет 22-го калібра з вбудованим глушником і прочее.
Look alive, guys. You're on NCR time.
Back again?
I swear the
You know you want a
Mario
piece
just
of this. Give me some sugar.
so fucked up I can't feel my
I
legs.
like what I see. What's up?
Don't give us
Ну що ж, зайдемо в оцю башню. Її видно, до речі, здалека. Башню хоч і рулетки. 4 казино, працюють 3. Лакі 38 закрита. Ладно, закинемося водою. Гомора. Топс, куди нам треба. На зустріч з мудаком Бенні. А там ще... От видно, ультралюкс.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on. I see you brought some friends. Sorry, partner, but they're gonna have to stay outside. Come back soon now.
Казіношка не тронута. І тут багато що є. Похоже, хтось 200 років за нею ухажував. Поки що в мене не хватить місця, щоб тащити все це. Хоча на віскар місця хватить поки. Ядерка і сансица спаріла не критично. А тут у нас що? Бабло, яке, похоже, тут валяється ще з времен, так сказати, апокаліпсиса. Да, бухліща тут до хера. І не тільки бухліща.
Where to, partner?
Що ж, піднімемося в пентхаус прямо до містера Хауса.
Penthouse floor.
Well, hello, Sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office. I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well. Oh, there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the 3 families, the casinos, the other attractions. What would you like to know? They're just new money, Sugar. They might pretend they're sophisticated, but between you and me, they're not far off from tribals. Emeritus especially are just awful brutes. The chairman and the White Glove Society at least pretend to have some culture. Well, of course, there used to be a lot more of them. But these days, there are 3 open to the public. The Tops, the Ultra Lukes, and Gamora. And the Lucky 38, of course. But we're not open to the public. You're a special case, Sugar. Well, let's see. The NCR has an embassy here. But why you'd want to go talk to a bunch of boring old politicians, I surely don't know. Oh, and the Vault 21 Hotel and Gift Shop has an adorable collection of old Vault-Tec memorabilia. And I suppose if you like neon signs, you might check out Michelangelo's sign shop. Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it. You do? Why, that's just wonderful. I'll take them and put them with the rest of the collection.
Хо-хо-хо. Тож за кожен шар містер Хаус платитиме 2000 кришок.
Why, Sugar? He's the maximum utmost. If it weren't for Mr. House, we wouldn't have this fabulous wonderland of New Vegas, would we? Well, of course I am silly. Mr. House is just the smartest, most wonderful man there ever was. Why, did you know he single-handedly reclaimed New Vegas from all those nasty tribes that used to live here? Well, he single-handedly sent in his Securitrons to do it. But that counts in my book.
Да. Містер Хаус урод, який прогнав місцевих жителів і наповнив Новий Вегас мафіозними кланами.
Sugar, I may be a robot
Так,
on the
мелкий
outside, but
диктатор.
on the inside, my neurocomputational matrix is an exact copy of Mr. House's favorite girl. Mr. House has a lot of needs, Sugar. I take care of all of them. And a lady doesn't kiss and tell. Then maybe you shouldn't pry into a lady's particulars. This is the Lucky 38 Resort and Casino, or it used to be. Mr. House has kept the place locked up tight for ages now. Nobody comes in or out. Why, I'm a Robco PDQ 88B Mark I Securitron, you silly goose. We're the finest in personal civil robotic security on the market.
Хорошо. Вона сказала, тут є ще один. Ну що ж, а тепер поговоримо з босом. От і... Ну, це не сам містер Хаус, але поговорити з ним зараз можна тільки от так. О, кстати, а що це за термінал?
Be advised, the Lucky 3 is not open to the general public. Trespassers will be shot. Thank you.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally and, I suspect, figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see? Of course you haven't. Vegas always was one of a kind. What you see down on the Strip is just a fraction of the city's former glory, and yet, more than an echo, I preserved its spirit. Or perhaps you were referring to the Lucky 38? The years haven't been kind to her, but still she manages to impress. Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it. The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough. My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that? Very well. 5 times the bonus. Not 1 cap more. My offer far exceeds the original terms of your contract, which, I will remind you, already obligates you to deliver the chip. Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. Any final matters for us to discuss? What did you wish to know? It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops. It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity. Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second in command. He's always been a reliable, if unimaginative, employee. Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crimes, show it to him. By contract, Securitrons are to enter the casinos only when invited by the 3 families, or if other extraordinary circumstances arise. The moment I send one into the Tops, Benny will know I'm on to him. If you were to approach Benny in public, you might be able to leverage his fear of exposure to make him agree to meet with you in private. Sneaking into Benny's suite on the 13th floor would be very difficult, but not impossible. There might be guards. Certainly there'd be a sturdy lock on his front door. What else did you want to know? Benny has led the chairman ever since I recruited his tribe 7 years ago. Until his recent misbehavior, I'd planned to make him my protege. Maybe if I'd begun grooming him sooner, none of this would have happened. To achieve my aims, I require a capable human agent to perform certain tasks. I knew Benny was ambitious, even ruthless, but I believed he would do the job so long as he was incentivized appropriately. Obviously, I miscalculated his drive for supremacy, but in any case, you've come along, a more than suitable replacement. I have to think that he found out about the platinum chip and mistakenly convinced himself that he could use it to his own ends. One of the problems of a tribal workforce, I'm afraid. No intuitive understanding of how complex technologies can be. Why didn't Victor intervene sooner, you mean? Good Springs is a bit too far away for me to reliably control a Securitron agent by remote. I can send and receive packets of data at best. Victor's combat algorithms determine the proper course of action. Benny and his thugs were more than a match for a lone Securitron. When he alerted me, I instructed him to approach the site after Benny and the others had departed. It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world. It was lost a long time and difficult to find. That's all you need to know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract, deliver the chip, and good things will come your way. You might keep an eye out for any computers that Benny's been using. Maybe even a computer lab of some sort. That's simply not true. I am the only person to hold any rights pertaining to the chip. I designed it, and I paid for it, dearly. To develop that chip, I spent a sum of US dollars, not the bottle caps that pass as currency these days, but a sum beyond counting. For decades, I paid salvagers to comb the ruins for it, and when it was finally discovered, tens of thousands of caps spent to have it brought here. We know how that turned out. Complete your contract, and it will be the last time I pay for the chip. Save your questions for then. You realize you were just one of many couriers. The rest of them, dummies, so to speak. Add to that many thousands of caps worth of mercenary protection to screen your avenue of approach. Had I used an armed caravan to transport the chip, I might as well have been announcing to the world, "This is important. Attack this." I didn't want to attract the attention of groups like the Great Khans or the Brotherhood of Steel. Alas, the real threat was closer to home. Frontal assaults on casinos? Not good for business. In any case, Benny would see it coming. And all he'd have to do is hold the chip up and point a pistol at it. Our foremost advantage is that Benny doesn't know that I know he has the chip. Let's not squander it. It's understandable that you'd be curious about this topic, but we'll hold off until the platinum chip has been recovered. What else did you want to know? I am Robert Edwin Haus, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the New Vegas Strip. I oversaw the city's renovations starting from 2274 onward. The three families are my employees. Before the Great War of 2077, I was the founder, president, and CEO of Romco Industries, a vast computer and robotics corporation. Don't let the video screens and computer terminals fool you. I'm flesh and blood, not silicon. Let's just say it was very costly. But I was willing to make the sacrifices longevity entailed, financial and otherwise. We can discuss this in greater detail at another time. Suffice it to say that when my Securitrons detected NCR scouts at Hoover Dam, I took action. I recruited a tribal force to supplement my Securitrons and renovated the strip just in time to welcome the NCR as it marched into the region. Instead of war, a treaty was negotiated, and the money started to pour in.
Диктатор, який хоче розпространити свою власть за пределы Нового Вегаса. Тобто на все Мохаве. Угу. Розмечтався. Я цього не допущу. У містера Хауса безрозмірне самомнення. Він вважає, що він прям просчитає тупо все, що угодно. І зможе всіма маніпулювати. Ага. Я можу в будь-який момент переключити його диктатуру, но поки що... Узнаємо побольше.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to come you to the high roller suite. You can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together. Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy.
А ну зацінимо. Президентський люкс.
High roller suite.
Ого, дякую. Віддамо містеру Хаусу належне. Хату він дав нам цей президентський люкс. Хата просто шикарна. Місце для всіх супутників. Тепер вони буде вибір, куди їм вертатися. Ціла куча різних предметів. О, і термінал улучшень. Термінал трошки глючний. Тобто я не можу адекватно, от, бачите, навестись на ціль. Все. Люкс покращений. Тепер тут є все, що угодно. Сундуки. Обіди. Словом, я тут можу тепер робити що угодно. А тут колекція шарів. Всього їх 13. 5 в нових локаціях за межами Мохаве. Це локації з доповнень. І 8 в самому Мохаве. Hot Springs, Мормонський форт. Тут ще один є, до речі, прямо тут. Холодильники. Плитка. Стоп, а приготувати прямо на місці я нічого не можу? На жаль, не можу. Ну тут є що згрузити. Сундук для оружия. Згружу в нього то, чим не користуюсь. Широке мачете мені більше не треба. Наприклад, металолом мені пригодиться отут. А кої-які матеріали. Да, довоєнний одяг теж в майбутньому пригодиться для дечого. І пачки сигарет. У мене навіть блоки, я пам'ятаю, є.
Where to, partner?
Такс. Підвищимо медицину, ще раз попробуємо
The
поговорити.
Lucky 3 is not open to the general.
What is the purpose of... What...
Оце.
I see you've made a study of the topic. My knowledge of the science of longevity would fill several textbooks. Perhaps after a decade or two of economic reconstruction, I can commercialize these technologies and offer them to others, such as yourself.
Угу.
Trespassers will be shot.
Поділиться він технологіями. Я, чесно кажучи, не вірю ні одному слову Хауса. Тепер ще треба зайти в коктейль-бар.
Penthouse floor.
Джейн сказала, що тут є один апарат, загубився під час транспортировки. Ой, не апарат, а оцей сніжний шар. Ну тут трохи випивки і нічого більше особо, і довоєнних денег. Власне, тут особо немає сенсу. Ну тут реально гарно.
Well, hello, sugar.
Дякую, дітка.
Where to, partner? Casino floor.
Виходимо вниз.
Hey, you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
Записка посла Крокера? Ух ти. Супер. Що ж, зайдемо в посольство.
Lead the way.
Треба окремо поговорити. Після виходу з Lucky 38 треба окремо поговорити з супутниками, щоб вони йшли за мною.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you.
О, я чуть не забув.
I told my wife, she's good looking for a ghoul. It's just too bad she's not a ghoul.
З ним ми ще поговоримо. А от і той, про кого говорила та Франсін Гаррет.
Huh. So the Garretts sent you to track me down. What a joke. I'd rather not waste the ammo, kid. But if you insist, draw.
Time of your life.
Sign detected.
Спасибо.
Welcome to Vegas. Make your...
Ну ви самі бачили, що він на мене першим кинувся. Казино завжди в виграші. Ну, як я вроді вже казав, 4 варіанти є. На чию ж сторону тут встати. НКР, Легіон, Містер Хаус або Бенні. Да, на сторону цього мудака. Він постійно говорить про незалежність Мохави, но під незалежністю мається на увазі насправді то, що він хоче, щоб Мохави правили оці 3 мафіозні сім'ї. Це просто піздець. Ні. Тільки НКР наведе тут порядок, а не кучка мафіозі, зажравшийся безсмертний диктатор з безрозмірним самомнінням. А про Легіон я взагалі навіть говорити не хочу. Штаб воєнної поліції. І да, НКР не контролює стріп. Контролюють секюрітрони містера Хауса, казино контролюють його мафіозі, які в нього на підсосі. А в НКР тут тільки посольство. Там був якийсь договорняк. Ну, типа, щоб не битися з секюрітронами, вдалося там, ну, коротше, якось домовилися. Все-таки воювати з НКР для містера Хауса опасно. І там, типа, вони посольство тут. І вони дають 5% енергії з дамби Гувера на стрій.
Welcome to the NCR Embassy. How can I help you? Ambassador Crocker can be found in his office through the door to my right and at the end of the hall. The embassy offices are to your left, while the barracks and living quarters are to the right. If you're looking for a history lesson, I suggest you talk to Ambassador Crocker. I don't have time to give my life story to everyone that passes through. Is there something I can actually help you with?
Йдемо направо.
What is it?
Вот і кабінет посла.
I'm glad you could make it. I have something I wanted to discuss with you. It's a very important matter, and I have a strong feeling you're the perfect person for the job. I'm sure you've noticed that things are a little tense around here with all the issues between the NCR, the Legion, and Mr. House. It doesn't take a genius to see that something big is going to happen soon. To be honest with you, the NCR is in a tight spot. But if we fail now, it's the people here that are going to suffer the most. I'm not willing to let that happen, and I don't think you're the kind of person that would either. To the northeast is a settlement. The locals here call them boomers. They are sitting on a munitions stockpile that would be invaluable to us. I would like you to get in contact with them, and then do whatever it takes to convince them to help us. Unfortunately, the boomers keep to themselves and are, let's say, hostile to all outsiders. That's why I need someone like you. Someone with your background and reputation would have a better chance of reaching them than anyone I have available. In exchange for your help, you would receive complete amnesty for any past crimes against the NCR, as well as additional benefits and perks. Do you think you would be able to do this for me?
У мене нема преступлень проти НКР.
Much appreciated. Once you've talked to them,
Я їх
come
не
back and let me
собираюсь
know if they will
совершати.
help us.
А от цікаво тут підход. А чого вони всі так на мене з'їлися? Спойлер, тут, звісно, ще прийде шпіон Легіона і предложить працювати на мене. І теж з типу предложенням амністії. Дасть монету, яка дозволить пройти до Цезаря і поговорити з ним. О, я пойду до Цезаря, но говорити з ним не буду.
Thanks for doing this. Remember, we need their resources to help us in the upcoming battle. Do whatever it takes. Interested in politics, huh? Well, grab a seat and get comfortable. I've been in politics quite a while now. Always had the drive to do it even when I was young. It's just something I was drawn to. I started my career over 20 years ago back in the NCR as the local mayor and worked my way up from there. I managed President Kimball's first run for a seat on the council. I suppose that's why I have this ambassadorship. I was elected to this post 7 years ago. I'm the third NCR representative to serve here in Vegas. Now, I've had my share of ups and downs along the way, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. That's it. Anything else you wish to know? I can provide a quick history lesson, if that's what you're looking for. In 2274, President Kimball sent the NCR Army into the Mojavean force with the objective of occupying and repairing Hoover Dam. Rangers and Army scouts had confirmed that the dam was basically unoccupied and could be restored to an operable condition. Upon arriving at the dam, however, they discovered that a large force of tribals and robots had occupied it. This was our introduction to the three families, the Securitrons and, of course, Mr. House. Using his Securitrons as intermediaries, Mr. House called for parley. He claimed his forces had occupied Hoover Dam in order to safeguard it for our arrival, and that he was ready to turn it over to us, so long as we could agree to terms. Those terms became the Treaty of New Vegas. The treaty recognized Mr. House's sovereignty over the Strip and granted us rights to establish military bases at the dam and McCarran Airport. The NCR is legally permitted to send 95% of the electricity produced by the dam to our home states. The remaining 5% goes to the Strip. The treaty actually makes it illegal for the NCR to prevent its citizens or troops on furlough from visiting the Strip. Once on the Strip, our citizens are subject to arrest or punishment by House's Securitrons, though that's a rare occurrence. Our troops enjoy a different status. It's illegal for the Securitrons to take action against them. Of course, it's also illegal for our troops to carry firearms on the Strip, so there isn't much trouble they can get into. Our military police does an adequate job of keeping the troops on furlough in line. I don't envy them that task. The embassy was established a few weeks after the treaty was signed. Basically, Mr. House handed us a dumpy little building he had no interest in renovating. I'm the third ambassador to hold this post, and the first, I think, to accept its limitations. My predecessors had ambitions of engineering the annexation of the Mojave. They thought they'd convince Mr. House to join up. I've never even spoken to the man, or whatever he is. Maybe the situation will change once we've beaten the Legion once and for all. Now we mostly just keep track of the NCR citizens and troopers around and make sure they don't get in trouble, but that's Captain Papa's job. I keep myself busy with paperwork and reports that get sent back to the NCR. It's mostly busy work, but every once in a while we make progress. It's the same old stuff around here. Gambling, debauchery, drunkenness, it's all here. I'm getting a little old for it, however. If you want more information, try talking to some of the other guys around here. I don't get out of the office much anymore.
Ага. Що ж, поговоримо з цими бомбістами.
Help you?
Да, стільки всього зараз навалилось. Да, по суті, цей елемент проходження вийшов сугубо розмовним, правда? Ну, напослідок ще поговорю з кількома представителями на посольстві. Да. Містер Хаус ще, кстати, неблагодарна сволоч опять продемонстрував. НКР признали його независимость стріпа, а він хоче їх А він у ответ хоче завоювати Мохаве і прогнати їх. От подлий. Та він і стріп насильно захватив, вигнавши звідси жителів. Його треба наказати. Ой, хто? Оу, ви сидите. Ладно, нехрен вас дергати. Да. Ну, стільки всього ми зробили. Тут, кстати, переміщення трохи неудобне. Можна переміститися тільки в північні ворота стріпа і пройти через весь стріп сюди. Ще раз поговорити з послом. А тут ще є убіжище. Ну, відвідувати його я буду в наступному відео. Дякую за увагу. Пока.